Halloween comes early. We're going to do the final few rounds to win this W Motors Fenyr Supersport. Mike on top right. Hey, I'm Mike. Today we're playing the last couple of round challenge. Just a quick video to mark the occasion of trying to get this W Motors prize car. It's a variant of a previous prize car that I didn't win. That's why I've gone for this over the other one, the Blackbird. I think there's a chance we can go for both. However, you might need to be winning good events to be able to do both. There is a pack in the store which allows you to do the witching hour challenge. Don't do that yet. I mean, that's a last chance thing if you haven't got enough of these torches to get through and do either one of them or both of them. Certainly don't do it now. See how many torches you can get from the events and the challenges. Crazy to spend cash on a challenge when you don't know if you need to or not. Anyway, this is what I'm playing for, the W Motors Fenyr Supersport. We have enough Halloween clues to get the last 4 rounds done. I have attempted this round 22 quite a few times, and I've worked out that I needed to upgrade the RQ75 Mitsubishi to get there. I am very lucky to have a couple of upgraded other things, especially that legendary RQ86. I have used Top Drive's records to check out some of the later rounds. Forgive me for that, but when you're in these tense moments, it's useful to work out if you're able to manage it, if it's worth upgrading epics and legendaries. I don't really want to upgrade a legendary, but upgrading epics 1 or 2 is fine, I think, for getting a prize car that's not very much use, to be fair to it. I don't think it's going to be game changing. Certainly the original version, which has the same stats, I haven't seen used by many people at all since it came out a couple of years ago. I'm very glad I've got a couple of good epics maxed, because that's a lot of twisty tracks at the moment. Anyway, that's 22 done. Let's get into 23. Okay, we've got 4 drags and a fast track. So we might be dropping out the Mitsubishi, I think. The others should be okay. Let's get in that red thing. They're all red. You know what I mean, the RQ61. That's probably going to be the best thing for the long distance against the epic Porsche. The rest should be okay, I think. Maybe. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's a win for the ultra rare. Useful car, that actually. Might be useful having it in drag spec because it's got low 0 to 60. That's a win for the Jag. Right, that was the one I was a bit worried about. It got 81 points. Okay, that's not a problem. 1 mile for the Porsche Panamera, not a problem. I think this is quite a difficult challenge. I think people are going to struggle with it, I think. It's handy, you know what I mean? As I said, I've got this guy, he's nearly maxed. I'm just 1 fuse away from maxing him. You know what I mean? That makes a big difference, I think. It's a small pool of cars, and quite a lot of them don't have very good 0 to 60s or handling. They're very much middle-of-the-road cars. Anyway, we're back on the twisty stuff. I'm hoping that Mitsubishi will get us away with something, these G-Force and maybe the odd slalom, because it just has the handling now. I haven't put any other upgrades in it, but we will see. It might be that it's a problem for us. It is at 112. It's just lost. Okay, so 1 more upgrade in the handling and that'll be good. But that does require 8 hours of upgrade time, and I'm not going to use the gold to skip it. So we're probably going to have to come back to this later tonight. Or middle of the night. Just make sure everything else wins. Yeah, okay. As I say, I went through Top Drive's records, and obviously the only dubious one is this one because it's not either 111 or maxed, it's somewhere in between. Maxed it'll win everything, no problem. We could give it a quick try though to make sure it doesn't win somewhere else. That wins. Right, this is the slalom. Actually, this might not win either. There's a draw. Okay, so that's no good anyway. So we've got a worse hand. Okay, so I'm going to have to upgrade that Nissan, I believe. I don't think I'm going to get away with it. There's nowhere else I can put it that will make it work, I don't think. Right, let's put that fuse in. I think it's definitely handling. That'll definitely make it better. We could put it in weight, but I think handling is the place to put the upgrade, even though it will take 8 hours now. Never mind, it won't take 8 hours for you. I will be back in a few minutes when that's done. Okay, I'm back. We've got a couple of rounds to go. I've put the last fuse in the Mitsubishi handling, so it is now 113. We'll just upgrade, put the cash in. Right, there you go, 97. That's a good handling number. That should get us there, no problem. It was a tiny amount of time, wasn't it, that it was a problem with. So that should be fine. And I do believe the final round, round 25, is easier. So we should be on easy street now. Here we go, round 2. Yeah, it's just ahead. Okay, brilliant. Excellent. So that's 2 upgrades I've needed in that car, and that's all I've done upgrading for this challenge totally. And I thought it was going to be quite difficult. It is quite difficult, don't get me wrong. I'm sure people are going to be struggling and really annoyed with it. But very pleased to have a couple of upgrades in other cars that I don't need to do. When you can do a challenge and you don't have to put fuse material on the line, that gives you fuse material for other things like this Powerhouse Showdown event, which I've had to upgrade a couple of standard tyre epics for. So, final race is a drag, 2 drags, and 3 twisty things. But we know that that mountain slalom is probably good for our Mitsubishi. Okay, Alpha wins. Race 2 for the Panamera should be okay. It's just okay. Wow, that was closer. I mean, the handling's not great because it's not upgraded. Here we go, this should be fine. Yep, for the Jag. Right, race 4, this is the slalom for the Mitsubishi. Wins, good, okay. And then final race is, oh, my Alpha, shouldn't be a problem. Not known as a drag car, but still pretty fast off the line. Good, 3 stars, there's the prize car. W Motors Fenyr Supersport. Awesome, done. We might come back and do this Alpha Blackbird if I can get enough of these torch things. Obviously I don't have any at the moment, and I don't want to buy that pack, particularly because it's money for a prize car which is only exactly the same as the prize car I already own, because I do own that Blackbird as the original car. So I really don't see the point of spending actual cash to try and get a car that's just going to sit in the garage. I know we do that all the time effectively, but never mind. Let's 1-star this and see where it gets to. It's 2.493. 2.493. Nice, okay. It may be useful. It may be now there's a couple of them in the game, the original and this one, that these cars are in the criteria a bit more, but I can't imagine they will be. I can't imagine they will be. I feel like the end game is 10 years down the line, they'll do some sort of event where you can use iconic variants, and we'll have had about 10 of them by then, and we'll be able to do a proper event out of them. But until then, I don't suspect these are going to be much use to anybody. Certainly the Porsche 935 RQ97, I haven't seen it about anywhere. You know, there was 3 of them, different colours. Weirdly, it should be a really useful car, but it's just not. I guess people are upgrading the normal version of it because they feel like it might hit the criteria more than a prize car of the same car. So yeah, I don't expect these will be much use until, as I say, maybe 10 years down the line when we have some big event for all of the iconic variants. There you go, there's a prediction. Are we all going to be here in 10 years? Let's presume not. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Get yourself out of here. We are done.